Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to implement manual form validation in Flutter. Okay, I have created this new Flutter project and I have opened it on VS Code. Now let's open up the leaf folder, and inside the leaf folder let's create new file, login screen dot file, and here let's create a stateful widget and let's send the class name to login screen, and let's return here scaffold. Okay, and save it and open up the main.dot file, and let's delete this stateless widget and let's create new stateless widget, and let's send the class name to my app, and let's return here material app. Okay, now give the home that login screen we have just created and save it. And now let's remove this debug panel also over here. Let's make this debug subject mode panel false, and it will remove this banner. Now close this main.dot file and open the login screen, and let's create the form. Let's give the body column and children. Let's create text. Okay, give the text widget and let's send this to login with email and password. Okay, give the style to this text, little bit style, and give the color. Let's give the colors dot gray dot set 700. Make the font weight bold. Give the font size 20 and save it, and here we go. Okay, let's show this in center. Make the main axis alignment dot center to this column, and let's wrap this column with the padding widget by 25 to all sides. Okay, and let's keep the size box here, height of 20, and let's create text field and save it. Here we go. Okay, make the cross axis alignment to the start, and it will move this text to the start. Okay, and give the decoration to this text field, and input decoration, give the border outline input border and save it. There we go. Give the label. Let's give the label text, and right here start and save it. Okay, perfect. Give the error text. Let's give the error text right here. Enter for now like this and save it. There you go. Here is the error text. Give the error style. Let's style the error. Give the text style. Let's give the colors dot weight exit, and give the font size. Let's give the font size 15. Make the font weight. Let's give the bold font weight. Perfect now. Okay, now let's give the size box here. Give the height of 15, and let's keep prefix icon also. Give the icons dot email. Okay, perfect. Let's define the controller on top. Come over here. Let's define the email controller, text editing controller, and also let's define password controller. We're going to create another text field. Find the password controller like this, and let's dispose these controllers to avoid the memory leaks. Okay, let controller dot sports and password controller dot sports. Okay, come down now to this text field. Let's give the controller mid controller. Okay, save it and copy this text field and paste it here below this size box. And let's change this mid controller to password controller and this to enter password. Change this to enter password too. Okay, now let's change this icon to lock and let's save it. Okay, perfect. Now let's create button. Let's give the size box height of 20. Give the elevated button. Make the onPress function blank. Let's give this child text right here. Submit and save it. Here is the button. Let's decorate this little bit. Give the style to this elevated button dot style form. Let's give the foreground color. It will change the text color. Colors make it white and give the background color for this elevated button. Let's make it to colors dot. Let's make it deep purple accent and save it. And here we go. Give the padding to the vertical side only by 15. Okay, save it and also let's give this shape rounded rectangular border. The border radius by 8. Border radius dot circular to this one and 8 to the outside of this bottom. Okay, and let's wrap this elevated bottom with this widget size box and you can give the width now and make the double dot infinity. Okay, and on submit this form, on pressing this form we'll execute this function we create here. Let's create the function here, white submit form, and let's submit the form here. Okay, perfect. Now come to the top here and here. Oh, okay, first of all let's create the error string, sorry, nullable string. Let's write email error. Okay, and password error. Okay, define this email error and password error like this. Okay, it means this I'm putting this question mark because it can at when the app runs it can be nullable. Okay, so inside this submit function let's define final email, get the text from the text field and submit. Okay, it will remove the white space from the leading and trailing that we get from the text field. Okay, let's define the password also. Password controller dot text dot theme. Okay, now rebuild the UI. Okay, inside the set state now let's write the condition if email from the text field is empty, Then we'll give this email error, this string. Right here, enter email. And let's give this partition if password dot is empty. For this, we'll keep this password error string. Right here, enter password. And let's save it and come down here. Let's remove this hard-coded text and right here password error, and for the email also remove this and right here email error text. Let's save it now. Click on this submit and here you go. You get this error message. So it's for the if else if, sorry, over here before the email let's write condition else if password dot length is less than 6, then we'll keep this part password error. The text string has password must be at least greater than 6 characters. And save it. And now let's try something here. And let's try to click on the submit and here you go. Okay, let's break this text. Let's try to click on the submit and here you go. Okay, now let's write the condition if email error equals to null if there is isn't error. Okay, and password error equals to null, then we'll show the success message. Let's show a lot dialog. So dialog, let's build here a lot dialog. Title, let's give the title text. Form validated successfully, and give the action and text button. Make this on responsive blank and give this side text right here. Okay, now let's pop out this the alert dialog. Make the navigator dot pop. Okay, now let's try correct format. Okay, and click on submit, and we are not getting the success message because we have to clear the previously cached error. Okay, so inside this set state on top here, let's clear up the email error to null and also password error to null, and Let's try to comment. This will clear up the previous message every time we submit the form. Okay. Now let's try to click on the submit and here it go. As you can see, our message has been submitted. Clear up to and let's clear up on submit, and it's showing the password must be at least greater than 6 characters. And here we are not getting the error message. So okay, let's clear up the text from the text field when validation is success. Okay, let's make the email controller dot clear up and password controller to clear the text field. Okay, and let's dismiss this keyboard also on submitting the form successfully. So get the focus scope dot of context dot on focus. Okay, now let's click on the submit, and as you can see, keyboard is dismissed also. Let's write the comment dismissed keyboard. Okay, let's wrap this scaffold with the widget called GestureDetector and keep the on tab here, and let's copy this and paste it here, and it will dismiss the keyboard on tapping on this scaffold also. Okay, now let's validate this email properly. So we'll use the regular expression. So over here, let's define final regular expression regex. Let's write here final email regex like this, and okay, I have copied this regular expression to validate email from the internet. You can source this regular expression from internet on internet and just copy and paste it and use it to your app. Okay, it will match up this email format. Okay, it contains at the rate like that. So over here, let's write the else if condition, and here let's write if email regex dot has match. Okay, use here input. Yeah, use this one. We have initialized here email controller. Okay, and if not actually, and let's keep the email error now here. Email error. Let's keep here email invalid text and save it. And now let's try to click on this submit, and here we go. We get this message. Okay, guys, this is how you can implement manual form validation without using the form widget and global key. Thanks for watching this video. Please like, comment and subscribe my channel for more videos like this.